Dale digs down under.
I'm digging down under me shed.
Okay, in this video, we're going to have to sort out this entryway and make sure we've got it all covered over so no one can fall in the bloody bugger. At the moment, I'm standing on my new lift. I know heaps of yous wanted to see this. It'll actually lift me. Watch this. Da-da-da. And up we go. How good's that? Also works as a great work platform too. And I know I should not be riding this thing. So I'm fitting these things at the moment. I've got to get some type of cover on this. So what I've come up with is the idea of putting in these little bits of angle plate. Found these things in the bin at work. I'm going to put them all the way around it. And what that's going to do, that's going to get my bit of form ply that I want to use as a cover, and it'll make it nice and level with it all. Hello, Charlie Brown. How you doing, mate? He's a bloody good dog. I know you guys all like seeing him. Next thing I got to do is get all these brackets in around the whole thing. Then once I've got them all in, then I can cut a piece of form ply up to suit the size of it. And then what I'm thinking is put the bit of form ply in, and then go down and get a bit of rubber mat and roll out the rubber mat over all of this bit. Then I can put my air compressor on top of it. No one will even know it's here. Ooh, bit of crap in the way there. Not the recommended way to chip away the concrete, but hey, doesn't matter if it's recommended, so long as it works. Get that set up height-wise. Pretty happy with how that's sitting. Always using me head. What I'm using there is a 6mm masonry bit to drill my holes and get it set up. Instead of having to use concrete type bloody bolts or Dynabolts or anything like that, what I get is a bit of tie wire. Get some nips. We crimp that up so she's doubled up. Put your bit of metal plate up there. Bend those bits of wire around to suit. Make it sit really nice for you so it'll hold itself. Then I just get a metal or a wood screw that gets used for roofing, and I jam it in there. It bites on the wire. It's bloody rock solid. I'll back it out just a touch, adjust this bracket down a bit. Yeah, make it sit how I want. There we go. She's locked up. So that there locks it all up. The bit of wire holds the bit of metal in place while you're putting it in. And that should be sitting perfect. I'll chuck another hole in here and show you again what I've been doing. So there we go, there's that bit of tie wire doubled over. I've already got the hole drilled in there. Jam your wire up in the hole. Bend the tails out. It's just a 5/16 drive roofing screw. Stick that in the hole. And she bites like no tomorrow. Oh, that one bloody snapped. That's what does happen sometimes. It bites so hard that it actually snaps the screw. So I'll just chuck another hole in here and try it again. There's that bit there installed nicely. Second screw went in. Always works when you're not filming. So there's the other plate that I put in there. And the third one along that run. I'll put another 2 on this run here. And another 3 on that run there. And then I'll be leaving this bit without any of those plates on it, because I still want to do my little ladder extensions that I can pop in and out. And that way my ladder goes all the way from the ground to up in the air a bit. Because otherwise I'm actually having to kind of hop in the hole and grab hold of this bit of metal bar here. And she's a bit sketchy doing it that way. Well, it seems due to technical difficulties with the drill bit absolutely crapping itself, I'm going to have to go down and buy another one. So I'll probably go down and buy 2 of these just in case I have the same drama. Don't want to have to make 2 trips to the shops for them. One of them's always going to come in handy. That's that piece of wood that I was using as a spacer. And you can see how that's going to sit in place there. Oh, she's looking pretty good. I've only managed to get a few brackets in. I've still got to get all the brackets on that side done. But that's how far I've gotten so far. I've got to finish off drilling this one here in. That's the one that the drill bit decided to pack it in on. But I've got all them ones in place. That's looking pretty good. I've also got to still brace this up. So that moves away from the wall a little bit there. But I think she's looking alright, isn't it? She's coming along nicely. Jeez. I love walking into my shed and seeing that, eh? That's just such a cool view. You come in every time and look down there and it's like, ooh, wow, that's a whole nother room. And even knowing that I know it's there, it still surprises me every time, eh? Oh, I absolutely love it. Well, I've finished off drilling in all those brackets now, guys. And I ended up putting one in the centre here above the ladder, because that won't impede me putting those bits down to extend that upwards. That's going to work out perfect. What I'm thinking, so every little job that I seem to do up here seems to add another little job to the list of stuff that I've got to do. So once I get this lid in place, like that, I really think that I need to put some hinges or something on that side, or I could have it so it just lifts out and sits against the wall. But when the lid is in there, I won't be able to bring my lift all the way up, so it's going to sit a bit short like that. But that's okay. That's not going to be too much of an issue, having it sitting down just a little bit inside the hole. But it's going to stop me from being able to access this once the lid's on. So I'll then have to hang this down in there somewhere because I can't have the cable coming through. The other option is to do it how I had it in the old entry, where I used that other connection there, put it up on the wall, have this over to the side somewhere, and once that's hinged, I'll be able to use this to come up, and it'll crack open the door for me. That way I don't have to have a handle or anything on that. Then it'll just pop it open, and then be ready to go. You can see when it's all the way up, that's actually protruding up into the air. So that's why I can't have it on there when the lift's up at its highest point. Then the lift drops down, panel just drops back in. I think there's some really good benefits to the setup, but there's also a couple of things that I've got to sort out. Now I'm going to have to take some measurements, get the right size piece of board cut for this, because it's ready to drop into place. If I put this bit here on there like so, I can already stand on it. That's pretty good. Imagine it over all of the brackets. It's not really designed to be walked on. It's actually designed to just have the compressor put on it. So it's not going to be a big issue that it's not safe or anything, because the compressor is going to stop you from walking into that area anyway. This is really coming together, isn't it? So many little jobs to do when you're building one of these, guys. The jobs just add up one after another. There's another job that I was thinking too. All the existing metal work that's in my shed is all painted this red colour. And then I've got these bits here. So thinking I might repaint this post and actually paint these bits in red, so that way it kind of looks like it's always been there. I reckon that's definitely going to be the shout too. Another bloody job to add to the tally. They're all good jobs to get done though. Alright, enough gas bagging. Let's get this stuff sorted out, eh? Now I've got this bit of plyboard cut to size. I've gone and attached it with some hinges. Put 2 on there. I got the chisel in there and took a bit of timber out, so that way this hinge actually rebates down inside a lot more. Doesn't protrude up too much. I just screwed these screws straight into the timber, and then I drilled those ones with that 6mm concrete drill, and then I filled it up with Chemset and just chucked those square drive screws in there. That seems to be working a treat. While I was down at the shops getting those hinges, I grabbed a piece of rubber matting. Now I can actually roll out this bit of rubber mat and put the bloody compressor on there. You beauty, look at that. Just a bit of rubber matting sitting there, isn't it? Compressor on top. No one would have any idea that there's something underneath that, would they? Except bloody you lot that watch this. Jeez, I'm going to have to watch you lot. Now, pull that out of the way. Bloody fan. Always does that, eh? I don't know why. I went ahead and hooked up this little connection point. It comes from down inside the hole now. So I've got my controller outside the hole, which is working good. If I press up on this, lifts my door up, swing it back, I've got access to the hole. We're done, guys. How bloody good is that, eh? You can just press the button, lower him back down, close up my flap, roll the mat back out, push it over there to suit, pop that out of the wall, just put it on the shelf all inconspicuous looking, put that back on there, chuck some crap around the place. There we go. No idea, eh? You can't even really walk onto it. You won't hear any sound because you're going to walk right here. She's bloody perfect, guys. There we go. So I'd actually like to thank Lex for giving me the inspiration to do this. Lex has got a channel over on YouTube. It's called Lex's Budget Bunker Builds. So go and check out what Lex is doing. And while you're there, if you do go over to YouTube to check it out, encourage Lex to jump over onto Rumble and start posting the content up here too. Because Rumble's the way to go. Buggy YouTube, but YouTube's got the viewers, so you got to put up with their crap. Alright, remember guys, small knocks break bloody big rocks. See you soon.